In this problem, we are having a square prism whose base edge is given 40 mm and axis is 70 mm and is resting on its HP. Now here we have to section this square prism in some manner and we have to get an equilateral triangle as true shape. And the length of the sides of the equilateral triangle is also given, it is 45 mm. So we are having a square prism and we are going to section it in some manner. We have to get an equilateral triangle. Now the first rule is, if you want to get an equilateral triangle as true shape, you have to place the vertical faces of the square prism equally inclined. Then only you will be getting an equilateral triangle. So in order to make it equally inclined, as usual, you start with a 45-degree line from XY line, and on this inclined line you draw the top view of our square prism, and we will be getting our corners A1, B2 and C3 and D4. The edges of the square prism will be 40 mm, base edge is 40 mm. As usual, you can project all these points towards front view and then draw the front view by checking the visibility. The height is given 70 mm and you will be getting these points in front view also. Now we are again going to section this prism and we have to get an equilateral triangle as true shape, and the length of the equilateral triangle is also given, it is 45 mm. So in order to satisfy that, first you have to draw a vertical line in top view. You have to draw a vertical line in top view such that its length is 45 mm. You draw a vertical line in top view such that its length is 45 mm. We are getting 2 points P and Q. Next, what you have to do is you have to project P and Q towards the front view. In front view, you have to project it till the top face of the square prism and you will be getting P dash Q dash. Okay, so we were getting P and Q in top view. You project PQ upwards till the top face of the cube, you will be getting P dash Q dash. This vertical length should be 45 mm. Now next we have to identify the section plane. Now in order to identify the section plane, you draw a equilateral triangle of edge 45 mm somewhere outside and you find the length of the altitude. You draw an equilateral triangle outside and find the length of the altitude, and assume that the length of the altitude is x millimeters. Next, you take x millimeter as radius in your compass. You take x millimeter as radius in your compass with and a P dash as center. P dash as center, x millimeter as radius. You cut an arc on this vertical edge. You cut an arc on this edge C dash 3 dash. You will be getting a point called R dash. So with P dash Q dash as center and x millimeters radius, you cut an arc on the vertical edge C dash 3 dash, you will be getting point R dash. For getting the section plane, you joined P dash Q dash and R dash. Just join P dash Q dash and R dash, you will be getting our section plane. Once you are getting point R dash, you have to project it towards top view also. That point will fall exactly on point C3 itself. Okay, so R dash will be getting on C3 itself. So now you are having section points in front view, that is P dash, Q dash and R dash. You will be having section points in top view, that will be P, Q and R here. Now as usual, you have to find the true shape. Our aim is to find the true shape, and the true shape should be an equilateral triangle. For that, as usual, you draw a new ground line outside the solid that should be parallel to our section plane. I'll be drawing a new ground line, naming it as x1, y1. And to get the true shape, you draw perpendicular lines from P dash, Q dash and R dash. The perpendicular lines should be drawn perpendicular to our section plane. It should be perpendicular to our section plane. So you will be drawing the projector lines in this manner. So we will be getting the perpendicular lines like this. And then you have to find the true shape. For getting the true shape, the distance from xy till the top view points should be marked from x1, y1. That is, the distance from xy till P has to be marked from xy line, x1, y1 line. And we will be getting the true shape like this. Here we will be getting P, here you will be getting Q, and here you will be getting R. Okay, the distance will be taken from xy till the corresponding points has been taken from xy and has been marked from x1, y1. So since the altitude of the equilateral triangle is x millimeter, and since you have taken that distance here, automatically this altitude will be x millimeter itself. And since this length is 45 mm, automatically this length also will be 45 mm. So you will be getting a perfect equilateral triangle of edge 45 mm as true shape. And as usual, you have to darken the portion that is getting retained. So this area will be getting removed. Okay, So this area should be joined using, this much portion should be drawn using dark lines in top view and front view. And as usually you can draw the section lines, you will be getting the true shape like this. Okay, you will be getting a regular, a perfect equilateral triangle of side 45.